OMG! Smash Tasm Episode 5 is finally out! Oh, insert crazy orgasm! But enough about that. Let's get on with the Elite Four of Pokémon Sapphire. Beyond this point, only those trainers who have collected all the gym badges are permitted to enter. Trainer, let us confirm that you go very fast with the text so I can't read it. I'm usually against reading text in LPs, and the one time I actually do it, the game doesn't let me. Ah well, yo YouTubers, welcome back to Let's Play Pokémon Sapphire. Last time, in a very long video I must admit, we went through Victory Road and once again battled Wally. Which, really the battle shouldn't have been as long as it was. As you can see, everyone's levels are up again. I would have trained them all to level 50, but I figured, meh, I don't want it to be too high, so 48's good enough. Now everyone's got some items here, and well, Lynette's been pretty good at finding good items, minus the Super Potions and Ultra Balls. I don't need those. She found a few PP ups and such, plus a rare candy. I already used that on Lance once. And yeah. So everyone has learned. So Falconzor, Quinkle, and Lance have learned a new move. Off screen, I went back to Meteor Falls since, well, that's something I recommend doing. After you get your 8th badge and you're able to use Waterfall, go back to Meteor Falls because you'll get a couple things. I think one is another PP up. You'll also get 2 TMs, one for Iron Tail, and the other for Dragon Claw, which Lance knows. Dragon Claw, it's really the only dragon move you can teach to a non-dragon Pokemon. Since I'm not running those, and none of my guys can learn ice moves except possibly Shadow and Lynette, that's really your best bet for the last of the Elite Four. So yeah, no more Strength, instead Dragon Claw. Also, Queen Cole learned Heat Wave on her own, which is a pretty strong move. Its only downside is that it's 90% accuracy. It's not bad, but it's actually a pretty good move. Also, yep, I taught her Overheat through the Overheat TM we got from beating Flannery. And remember those heart scales we got while we were underwater? Well, I went back to Fall Arbor Town and went to the move tutor to reteach agility. Sure, Falconzord, it's kind of fast for what it is, but later on, it's really going to need all the speed it can get, so agility will definitely come in handy. Aside from that, no one's learned any new moves. Some PP have been upgraded a bit due to the PP ups I found, so yeah, in case you're wondering. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. Lynette's probably not going to find any more new items, because for the Elite Four I'm going to have her keep the Silk Scarf, so Slash and Hyper Beam will get more of a power boost. Steph still has the Shell Bell, Black Glasses, and you're not losing your eyes again. Lynette actually found that King's Rock. No kidding. Matter of fact, I think one time when I was playing through Ruby, and I had a Zigzagoon with me, it found, I think, 3 or 4 King's Rocks. Yeah, 3 or 4 very early in that game. You believe that? So yeah, the King's Rock, if it does a good amount of damage, and for certain moves, I don't know which one, the opponent can actually flinch. So, yeah, more flinch hack abuse, but hey, my game, I do what I want. And no other item changes, so all that jibber-jabbering aside, 4 minutes in, well, plus if you include the intro, let's get on with the Elite Four. For this LP, I'm going to try and do 2 at a time instead of once, just to try to make them a little bit longer, not be too short. And I gotta say, I'm not looking forward to this at all, because I know it's going to be coming, and stupid throat. Even with all the water in the world, my throat keeps drying up when it comes to these LP recordings. So, let's talk to this guy. Welcome, Challenger. I'm Sydney of the Elite Four. I like that look you're giving me. I guess you'll give me a good match. That's good. Looking real good. Alright, you and me, let's enjoy a battle that only can be staged here at the Pokémon League. With this very epic music, we begin our journey against the Elite Four, starting with number 1, Sydney, the master of Dark-type Pokemon, starting out with Mightyena. As you know with Mightyena, they have Intimidate, which is why I let off with Lance. Now, from what I understand, this Mightyena is not really much on attacking, and I think its only attacking moves are Takedown and Crunch, whereas the other moves are Roar and Sand Attack. Yeah, you probably know what would happen. Really, it's best that you not use any stat boosting moves on this thing, because chances are he may use Roar on you, which will make those stat boosters null and void. Simple enough. Also, it's best to start with a special attacker, so Intimidate doesn't do all that much. Anyway, that was a little too easy. Next up, he's going up to already his highest level Pokemon, Absol. Okay, who to use this time? We'll use Lynette for this one. See what she can do. Now, Absol may be the highest level Pokemon in his team, but from what I know, what I understand, shouldn't be too big a threat. Now, one of the moves it knows is Snatch. When it uses that, any stat boosting moves you use, it'll steal it. So above all else, don't use any stat boosting moves on this thing either. And Hyper Beam! Yeah, I never thought I'd be that excited about Hyper Beam. Really, it's best to use that for like a last-ditch effort or like a big finish, because Hyper Beam, while it may be strong, it does have a side effect. It won't be able to move next turn. Okay, next up, he's going into Cacturn. I failed to mention this before. I thought I did, but apparently I didn't. Cacturn is the evolved form of Cacnea, which is a pure grass type, I believe, and you can only find it in the desert. Yeah, you know where we were. And Leech Seed. That may complicate things. And that's Heat Wave. Really, it's just Sandstorm's animation, only with more of a red color to it. But oh well, Queen Coal did her job there, but she can't stay. Next up, he's sending out his Sharpedo. You know what to do with Sharpedo if you're playing Sapphire. You know, fighting against Team Aqua all the time. So Sharpedo, fast and a good attacker, but terrible on defense and so on and so forth. Not to mention speed is pretty good too. Did I already say that? Oh well, at any rate, Sharpedo shouldn't be a problem. But really, it's the last Pokemon he has that may give you trouble. Shiftry. Shiftry is a Grass Dark type, same with Cacturn. Now this thing, well, if you have a Skarmory, it's best you use it. Because I know this thing has the move Extra Sensory, which, well, yeah, it's a psychic move, so any fighting types, which are strong against dark types, may have a problem fighting this thing. But really, fire, ice, and flying types, best bet. And it's also best you have Aerial Ace, or any non-missing move, as a double team. And Swagger. Not surprised. That reminds me. Okay, I guess I'll show you in a sec, because that was a surprisingly easy match. But then again, it is only the first of the Elite Four, so he's bound to be the easiest. Now, I'm not going to have the Amulet Coin attached to these guys, as you've seen earlier, because it's... At this stage in the game, I don't think it's all that worth it. Now, before going into the Elite Four, which I probably should have mentioned earlier, make sure you buy a lot of Hyper Potions, full heals, potential full restores if you need them, and some revives. You'll definitely need those for this. Now, full restores, it's best that you not use only these, because it's something someone asked me during my Pokemon Yellow LP. Sure, full restores fully heal your Pokemon and cures them of their status, but think about it. Why use a full restore on a Pokemon with a status infliction, but still have a lot of its HP? Why use a full restore on a Pokemon that has very low health, but no status condition? Really, it's best that you buy more of these as well. Just to make sure you don't keep wasting them for just one teeny tiny thing. Anyway, all that aside, I'm gonna make a quick switch here. Alright, once we're all set, move on to the next area. Now, I don't know what the heck this is supposed to be. Is it like veiled texture from Super Mario Brothers or something? That's what it sort of looks like. Now, what's your story, miss? I'm Phoebe of the Elite Four. I did my training on Mount Pyre. Must have taken you like months or years or something due to how low level those Pokemon are. While I trained, I gained the ability to commune with Ghost-type Pokemon. Yes, the bond I developed with Pokemon is extremely tight. So come on, just try and see if you can even inflict damage on my Pokemon. So here we are, Elite Four number 2. This is Phoebe, the mistress of Ghost-type Pokemon. Now you'll find with Phoebe and the next member that they'll have 2 of the same Pokemon, since there probably aren't a lot in this area. Starting out with Dusclops. Dusclops, it's a pure Ghost type, and it's actually very, very defensive. Now I think this one's only main attacking move is Shadow Punch, which is a Ghost move which will do nothing to Lynette. And it's a good thing I have Shadow Ball equipped. Now like I said, this thing is very defensive, so it won't be easy to take down, I know that much. And a strange thing about Shadow Ball, it lowers special defense, and yet it's a physical move in 3rd gen. That doesn't make sense. Anyway, I know what she's gonna do next. She's probably gonna heal right now since she just used Curse. Curse, it's different for Ghost types. I've just seen half of its max HP is taken away to inflict a curse on the opponent. Sadly, it can't be healed with like full heals and such, so we're gonna have to switch to Shadow. Because I know she's gonna heal. The Elite Four are known for using full restores. Unlike how it was in Pokemon Yellow. That was really weird. I don't know why that happened. So anyway, if you have a Pokemon that has Fake Out, it's best you not use it on any of her Pokemon, because they're all Ghost type. And, you know, as you probably know, Normal is no good against Ghost type. And of course this thing also has Confuse Ray, which can cause problems. But fortunately, if you have the Yellow Flute, you're in pretty good shape. And this should do the trick for that Dusclops. Bingo! Alright, that's taken care of. Okay, our next Pokemon is Bayonet. Bayonet is the evolved form of Shuppet, I believe. Take this job and shove it. Yeah. Shuppet, it's a very good physical attacker, but its defenses aren't exactly that fantastic. So it's best to be careful against this thing. But if you have a pretty good attacker that's fast as well, Bayonet shouldn't be that big a deal. And there's the special defense again. And there's Will-O-Wisp. Will-O-Wisp, it's kind of like Stun Spore and such, only it inflicts burn. So now our attack power is cut in half, but this should be enough to finish that Bayonet. No, it isn't. Just barely survived by the skin of its teeth. And there's Spite, which means Lynette loses a lot of Shadow Balls. Okay, undoubtedly she's gonna heal, and so am I. I'm not keeping that burn in. That's one instance where full restore should be used. Okay, she didn't heal. That's different. Well, rather than waste another Shadow Ball, let's just dig it. I don't think it has Levitate, but if it does, then I'm an idiot. No, it doesn't. I'm not an idiot. At least not this time. Okay, next is her Sableye. Yep, she has a Sableye too, and this one's the I think this one's the highest level of her team. We're gonna go Shadow into this. Sableye versus Sableye. Now, since this Ghost Dark type, it has no weaknesses. But there actually is a way to bypass this. Let me see. If you have a Pokemon that knows, like say, Older Sleuth, then you'll pretty much be in good shape, because Older Sleuth will make it so normal and fighting type moves will hit Ghost types. So, if you have a Pokemon that has a fighting type move and knows Older Sleuth, then it'll be weak to fighting types if you do that. Definitely something I could possibly recommend. Some people probably don't think Older Sleuth is that good, and I can understand why. Okay, I forgot about this. This thing also knows Attract. And it's a bad thing Shadow's a male in this case. So now it's infatuated. Thankfully we have the Red Flute. It's a good thing Shadow's faster too. And it's a good thing you survived. One more Shadow Ball and that Sableye is gone. Okay, there's them down. Now just another Dusclops and another Bayonet to deal with. Yep, that's what I mean. So now her next Bayonet. Both of her Bayonets have different movesets as far as I know, and I don't know them personally. I don't have them written down anywhere, so yeah, don't count on me talking about that. Alright, that's some pretty good damage, and what's with the special defense drops? Oh, Psychic. Definitely a smart way to take care of fighting types, even though we're not using them. And one Shadow Ball for the road. And this fight's full of Shadow Balls, ain't it? Kinda sounded like that Bayonet was agreeing with us, didn't it? Okay, yep, her second Dusclops. Now this thing's more attack-oriented, so it's not going to be easy to fight. I believe this thing has Shadow Punch, and actually I don't remember the rest. Nevertheless, we're going to have to fight this thing, and it looks like this one's the higher leveled. And this one's going to be the toughest one to take down, and of course it's using Confuse Ray. I don't want to take any chances, so I think it's best to use another full restore again. There we go. And Earthquake. Yike. That's not good. That sure did a lot of damage. Definitely not a good idea to use Dig. Because even if you're underground, if the opponent uses Earthquake and such, it'll still hit. That's really annoying. Another Confuse Ray. I'm gonna... Oh yeah. With the Elite Four, their strongest Pokemon always holds a Citrus Berry, which means it's probably gonna heal more HP. Okay, another full restore, that should help out a bit. Sure, it's not that much HP to heal, but to get rid of that confusion, it's worth it. And this is our last Shadow Ball. Dusclops has the ability Pressure, which means, well, your Power Point usage will pretty much be doubled. So, that's very bad. Especially since Lynette is all out now. Dig would be a bad idea, and Hyper Beam and Slash will do nothing. Well, it's probably going to use Earthquake again, so better switch to Falcon Zord. Being part Flying type, it'll be immune to it. And using a full restore. I probably could have just used an Ether or something. Oh, just go for Steel Wing, I guess. Steel Wing I failed to mention a long time ago, although you've probably seen it earlier. Steel Wing has a chance of increasing defense. And that's bad, it knows Ice Beam. It's apparently not that super effective. I guess the Steel type overlaps it. Okay, rather than have Falcon Zord take any more damage, I'm going to have to switch to Fly. Apparently Fly and Steel Wing have the same amount of power, 70, so it really doesn't matter which one I use here. At least with Fly I can avoid taking extra damage. Or at least Phoebe will keep using Ice Beam like that. It kind of, you know, now that I think about it, Why didn't she use that full restore on her Sableye earlier? Or any of her other Pokemon for that matter. Okay, Aerial Ace will finish it. There we go. And my team is still alive at least. And Lynette leveled up. Sweet. So that's it. Phoebe is finished. That's 2 out of 4 gone already. Huh. Well, that's pretty much all that's gonna be done for this episode, guys. So, next time on Pokemon Sapphire, we'll be going forth and taking on the next 2 of the Elite Four, or the last 2 anyways, and hopefully we can take them down with any luck. So, until the next time, YouTubers, on that note, I take my leave.